In part 1 of lecture 2, we discuss using conditional loops. Counting loops are very useful. They allow us to perform a statement or a block of statements a certain predetermined number of times. However, the problem is that we don't always know how many times that we will need to perform the statements in a loop in every situation. Sometimes that number is very hard to tell unless you trace through the program using the data that is available. Counting loops are very useful. They allow us to perform a statement or a block of statements a certain predetermined number of times. However, the problem is that we don't always know how many times that we will need to perform the statements in a loop in every situation. Sometimes that number is very hard to tell unless you trace through the program using the data that is available. This is why conditional loops exist. They allow us to perform the same set of statements over and over and over again, as long as the condition that we are using is true. Or we can rewrite it so that we can do it until a particular condition becomes true. Steps in problem solving that involve words such as while, until, or as long as indicate that what we need is a conditional loop. The most common form of conditional loops are while loops. In Java, they have the following form. We start with the reserved word while. We have a condition inside parentheses, and then a statement ending in a semicolon. If we are going to do more than one statement inside a while loop, we start off with the word while. Again, we have the condition inside parentheses. Now we have an open brace, however many statements that we need, followed by a close brace. As you see here, there is a certain layout that we have. While this is not required for it to work correctly, it is an issue in good style and makes the program much more readable. Let's take a look at a simple example. As we always do when we have input from the keyboard, we start with import Java util scanner. Our header for the class reads public class pick positive, and then open brace to begin the program. A comment telling us what the program will do, a simple example of how while works, and now the header for the main method, public static void main, open parenthesis, string open close bracket args close parenthesis, open brace to begin the method. We'll need a scanner object for input, so we write scanner keyboard equals new scanner open parenthesis system.in close parenthesis semicolon. And the value we're going to read in int number semicolon. Now we have the comment get your first program number, and we prompt the user for it. System out println open parenthesis quote hi there, pick a positive integer unquote close parenthesis semicolon, and then number equals keyboard dot next int open and close parentheses semicolon. Next comes the comment keep reading number as long as it is positive. While number is greater than 0, we'll write here system out println pick another positive integer. Number equals keyboard dot next int open close parentheses semicolon and a close brace to end the loop. It is important to note we have before the loop a comment telling us what it will do. This is good style. System.out.println, open parenthesis, number plus, quote, is not a positive integer, close quote, close parenthesis, semicolon, a close brace for the method, and a close brace for the program. We are using a conditional loop to tell us when we are finished reading in data, since we don't know how many data items we may have before we start. Often conditional loops will continue, and they will look for some special value that we will see in our input that will tell us if it is time to stop running the program, or to at least stop running the loop. This is called a sentinel value, because it is a value for which we are looking. -1 is going to be the sentinel value in the grade point average algorithm's main loop. I begin writing the test average program. I begin with import Java util scanner because there will be keyboard input. I write public class calc grade, and after the semicolon, I begin writing the program with the comment, calculates the average test grade and converts it to a letter grade, assuming that A is a 90 average, B is an 80 average, and so on. I write a header for the main method, public static void main string args. And again, because I'm using keyboard input, I write scanner keyboard equals new scanner system in. I want the sentinel value to be a named constant, so I write final int sentinel grade equals -1. I now declare the integer variables this grade, int this grade, nums tests equals 0, total. I declare the float variable test average and char course grade. I did not give an initial value to total before, so I do it now by writing total equals 0. I write the comment get the first grade. I then prompt the user by writing system.out.println, what grade did you get on your first test? I then write system.out.println, enter -1 to end, so the user knows what to do to end the calculations in the program. This grade equals keyboard next int. Before entering the loop, I write the comment add up the test grades. And now, while this grade is not equal to sentinel grade, and I begin the loop with an open brace. Inside, I write the comment, make sure the grades are valid percentages. That means it has to be between 0 and 100. If this grade is greater than 100, system.out.println, this is not a valid test grade. It's too large. Then I write else if this grade is greater than or equal to 0. Inside the braces you see there, I write total equals total plus this grade, and num tests plus plus, which will add 1 to the total number of tests I'm averaging. After the close brace, I write else. This is not a valid test grade. After this, I prompt the user again by writing system.out.println, what grade did you get on the test? And then reading the value with, this grade equals keyboard next int. Having finished the loop, we write the comment, find the average, and do that by writing test average equals total divided by num tests. We need to find the letter grade corresponding to this, so we write the comment, find the letter grade corresponding to the average. If test average is greater than or equal to 90, course grade equals A. Else if test average is greater than or equal to 80, course grade equals B. Else if test average is greater than or equal to 70, course grade equals C. Else if test average is greater than or equal to 60, course grade equals D. Else course grade equals F. Now that we have the letter grade as well, we write the comment print the results and follow it with system.println, your test average is, well, plus test average. System.println, your course grade will be, and then plus course grade. A close brace for the main method and a close brace for the program.